Hello tarot friends. I have a unboxing here, an unwrapping of a parcel from the United Kingdom, I believe. And this is from Tarot Collectibles. I ordered 2 decks. They had a nice special going on the second deck here if you buy one of their other decks. So I went ahead and got the Sibylla as well as the Tarot. TarotCollectibles.com is their website, and they have a lot of tarot decks. They're known for the Trippin' Waite and the Groovy Waite and some others. The Dead Waite being one. It's like a zombie tarot. I decided to get the Groovy Waite and the Sparkles edition. So that's what I'm going to be opening up for you. I just wanted you to see that they sent it these how they sent it, first of all, and that they sent it with some nice extras, like a bookmark. Yeah, I did look in the package already, but I put everything back in the way it had come. I was opening this like a week ago to make sure everything got here before I had time to film it. So yeah, nice little extra there, and this is, I believe, oh yeah, that's the guidebook to the Sibylla. I did, I think I paid just a little bit extra for that, and I paid a little bit extra to get the tarot book as well. And looks like a business card there, or what is that? Some little advertisement, I guess. But we'll get into the decks here in a moment. I have to film like this because I wanted to have good lighting, but I have a very full household, and that's nice. There, a little note from the artist and James. Full household, not a lot of places to film, not a lot of natural light. So I'm sitting here by my window, and I'm going to try and do this while I'm holding my phone. We'll start with the Groovy Waite Sparkles Edition. This is a deck that is, hold on one second. I thought I would have to use my knife, but it does seem to want to open up on its own here. I was saying that this is a deck that is kind of a one-off. As far as I understand, they may not be making this particular edition for much. They may not have it much longer in stock because, and I'm filming this in May 2023. They were testing out different ideas, and this was one of the ideas they were testing with these sparkles, but they decided, I guess, to go with another edition, which is called the Stars. I don't know if they're going to keep both in stock or not, but if they did get rid of one, it sounded like it was going to be the Sparkles. They were going to sell what they had and, you know, keep making the Stars edition, I think. I thought this would be faster. Hold on. So I got this out, and I got this one out too. This is called the Spring Sibylla. It would be my first Sibylla deck. That was another reason I bought it, because at the price they were offering it, it seemed like a perfect time to finally get a Sibylla deck and begin learning that different divination system. So let me see here. We have a tuck box with plastic wrap around it, and let's get into that. So when you open the tuck box, you see here, looks like the cards do not come with any plastic wrap inside the deck, which is nice. Less plastic, the better. Yeah, look at the sparkles. Wow. So it does come with a couple extra cards. I'm not sure it's always the extras in every deck. I saw this deck first on a tarot channel called Gemstone Tarot. If you want to see more of the cards in action, she uses this deck in all of her May 2023 Zodiac readings and a bunch of other daily readings as well. But she got, I think, an extra 4 of Cups and an extra 6 of Cups, whereas I have an extra 4 of Cups and an extra 10 of Cups. Maybe she got the extra 10 of Cups too. I just haven't seen that in her channel. So yeah, these are very glittery, which appeals to me. I think the Stars edition is a little bit less sparkly, a little less, shines a little bit less. So if this is too much for you, that would be the one to go with if you're interested in these decks. But I really liked the extra sparkle. I thought if you're going to go that route, go all the way, right? And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick walkthrough here of the Groovy Waite Sparkles Edition. I noticed too that there are a bunch of brief walkthroughs on YouTube by the Tarot Collectibles people. They kind of like go through each suit in a separate short, I think, and the majors as well. And they do a good job. I think they have an intro video in which they show kind of how it looks at different lights. This is kind of an overcast daylight, but I also do have a lamp on as well right above off to the side here. So yeah, so that's like daylight. My yoga mat on the floor there. Wow, you really get a lot of different. This is about the sparkliest I think it gets, so it can look kind of flat in certain light too. You'll see what I mean on her channel. That's a good example. That is Gemstone Tarot's channel. She uses this a lot, and you can really see a good example. She also uses the Stars edition too, which she got afterwards and started using like mid-May of 2023. I wanted a deck like this because it's more lighthearted than most of my decks. And I am a kid of the 70s. I was born in the 70s and came of age, you know, in the 80s. And this deck does remind me of being a child in the 70s. I used to buy glittery unicorn stickers that were this color, and they had this kind of flash to them. I put them on inside of favorite books or on my folders. That was the era of the fuzzy stickers and the scratch and sniff stickers too. We were really into stickers as kids, I think. At least the girls were. Can't speak for the guys so much. Also, we would buy our, you know, some glittery 80s makeup. Various lipsticks and eyeshadows. This card here, the Five of Pentacles, reminds me that they have a, I think it's out, or, yeah, I think it's out. They have a tarot deck, or maybe it's coming out, that's based in the wintertime, too. They're working on, or have recently released, I think. So it's very groovy, the Groovy Waite. Very different. I do actually have a tarot deck that kind of reminds me of this, and I'm not having trouble remembering its name, but it has words written all over it. It's not the Rider-Waite. It has the Rider-Waite images in a very small portion of the card, and then it has words written all over it. But it has this sort of 70s psychedelic feel to it as well. And I'll have to list it down below. Forgetting it's another indie deck. I want to look up the artist, and he has a collaborator. I'm not really sure. Yeah, there they are. Deck designed and illustrated by Christine Aguiar and Jimmy B. There we go. Make love, not war. I think that's a great motto for our times. It's a great motto for any time, but we especially need it now, I think. I'm a child, too, of the Cold War. Growing up in the 80s, being aware that at any time we could, you know, have just a few people decide the fate of the whole globe. and unfortunately it still feels that way. It went, that feeling went away there for a number of decades, and unfortunately it has sort of reappeared, hasn't it? So this just feels like a deck that would be very fun to use and lighthearted, a way to have some Rider-Waite that's a bit more suitable for a party, for instance, or yeah, people born in my generation, or just people who love rainbows and glitter. King of Cups coming up here. I will sit with these when I'm done and take them in a little bit more. I haven't seen all the cards yet. This was one of those rare decks where I didn't feel I had to see all the cards in order to order it. I liked what I saw enough, and I wanted to kind of be surprised. I love this Three of Swords. I'm not a big fan of the Three of Swords card in general. I know a lot of people are. The heart with the three swords going through it, but this, I really like this one. I don't know why exactly. Just hits me right. I'll have to see. Is there a rainbow in every card? Like this one, not really. His shirt is a little rainbowy, but it's not a true rainbow. It doesn't have all the colors. But yeah, there's a rainbow in a lot of these cards. Actual arch. Certainly there's rainbow colors in just about all of them. That's our 10. Ooh. I like the sun in that. 10 of Swords. Pink clouds, that's pretty cool. Ace of Wands. So what do you think of this deck? Do you have any other decks by this company, Tarot Collectibles? Do you have this one or the Stars one? Or maybe the Groovy Waite that has no glitter or stars on it? There is a plain version of this. Or the Trippin' Waite or one of the other ones. What do you think you would use a deck like this for? The card size, yeah, just looking at it, I wish I had another deck handy. I would say it's standard tarot size. If you heard that, that was my daughter. It's a Friday, so everyone's happy here on Fridays. I don't know if I'll get this on the channel on Friday, but it's a good time for me to film. Oh, I love that. That's the 9. That, the flowers looped along those makes it a very different type of image there. Gives a different feeling to the 9 of Wands. Yeah, I haven't looked through this viewfinder here. I'm not seeing the cards as clearly as I would in person, so it's not a lot I'm saying about them because I'm really not getting the greatest look. Wow, that's got a lot of shine. I kind of like that you get a sense of a family there. Probably that's the case with all the quartz. I just didn't notice, but it does look like, yeah, they could all be together in one family. I think I generally prefer that, but I don't know. I've wondered about that before. Oh yeah, there's extra cards like Smokey the Bear is in here. That's another great emblem from the 70s childhood. What else do we have here? Ooh, looks like an extra. No, what is this? Well, this is the. Okay, so this is the 4 of Cups. I'll have to see if I had another one. I think it's the 4. I know that I had the one with the white border. I have to see if I had one without the white border. And then we have. Yeah, I'm not sure why there's another Fool card here, or did I just mess this up? Because here's the, oh, there's an extra 6 of Cups. Okay, so those are the extra cards. Let's see. I'm not sure what their reason is for, I could see if they were sending along, like, different ones from different decks, like if this were the Stars edition, but it seems to be another, Sparkles edition. Let's see if there's any explanation. I don't see any differences in the cards. Yeah, let me go back a second here to the cups, if I can. The wands, and then that's pentacles. That's the cups. Let's see here. That's the ace, okay. 2, 3. Oh, okay. So there are 2 versions of the 4 of Cups. Yeah, interesting. I don't know which one I would use. I really like this new style they've got here. It does appeal to me. Has sort of a moon vibe to it, but I'd have to think about it. Some people would probably keep both in, and I know that's what Gemstone Tarot does, so I'll have to think about that. There's a few too many cards probably for me to keep all of them, all the extras in, so I'll have to choose. But that's a quick look at the Groovy Waite Sparkles Edition. And just one more thing. I noticed that the backs are not sparkly. The cardstock is nice though. It's very smooth finish, like a plastic type finish, but it has a nice bend and feels pretty sturdy. A few minutes after recording, I realized something. I believe these extra cards with the borders go with what's being advertised on the back of this booklet as the Spring Waite Tarot, because you can see that in the 10 here. So, and just the use of flowers and everything, I'm guessing, of course there's always flowers in the 6 of Cups if it's a standard Rider-Waite clone. But yeah, I'm guessing that this is all the Spring Waite, which makes me wonder, will they have an autumn and summer one as well, because I know they have a winter one already. So that explains where those are. They actually are from another deck, but they have sparkles, which makes me wonder if this one will have sparkles. I'm guessing it will not. You see it mentions sprinkled with a range of rainbows, flowers, butterflies, and other spring-themed visuals, but nothing about glitter or sparkles. And that still leaves us with a couple of extra cards that are not from that deck. And while I'm at it, let me show you the little booklet that I bought to go with the deck. I haven't looked at this yet. I'm wondering if it goes with all their decks. Which would be fine, because really there isn't a whole lot of difference from one Rider-Waite-Smith deck to another. So they're giving a nice bit of history about their business. I want to read that. Right here they're advertising the Winter Waite, the Trippin' Waite, the Ted Waite, the the Groovy Waite, which is the plain version of the one I have. And Blacklight Tarot was another one. They call it the creme de la creme of tarot decks. And then they get into the, there's the psychedelic space tarot. Then they get into the meanings. You can kind of see they give a little sentence pretty much for each one. That's all I need is someone who's read tarot now for several years. But if you need to know if this is your first deck, then you'll want to find another source to learn more about tarot, I think. I can recommend Joan Bunning has a website, Learning Tarot, or something like that. Just look up Joan Bunning, Bunning. She has her whole book on the web, or you can buy it in a paperback version, which I also have. That's how I started. There's also Kim Huggins' Tarot 101, which is supposed to be a very good starting point. But yeah, there's the little booklet that they allow you to purchase for like $1 or $2 or $3, something like that extra. The same with this one. If I do end up going over this deck in a separate video, I'll go through that booklet as well for the Sibylla. So I think that's all. I thank you for joining me. I'd love to hear your comments, and until next time, I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.